should have just started now. Alright, we're trying it again. And we have a bit more success here. My wife is actually going to be watching this stream to learn via YouTube. But you can see that positioning is the big pain in AltSpace. Oh, and look at that. I can't. It's locked me out of World Editor again. So I can't do much with that. So that's going to happen to you because it's happening to me, so we might as well deal with it. So if you get locked out, when you right-click, you can't see the World Editor button down here on the right, and you don't see the major tools on the left, then it means that you're you got to reboot. You got to get back in, and the way you do it is hit escape. And I wish that there was something you could do other than getting out of it, but apparently you can't. So you got to exit AltSpace, or let's see, maybe we don't have to exit AltSpace. Maybe we can just come back in the world. So I'm going to try it again. I'm going to come back in the world and hope that that resolves things. It's a little quicker than exiting AltSpace and going back into AltSpace. So let's see. So now when we right-click, nope, nothing doing. There's no way to make it work. So we're going to have to now exit AltSpace. So go to Settings and go to Exit AltSpace and say goodbye to AltSpace. And then once you're out of AltSpace, go back into AltSpace on your computer. It is one of the most frustrating things that I've experienced with this. So we're coming back into AltSpace now. And you end up in your home world, and then you can tool around in there if you want to, but we're going to have to get back into our world by clicking on Menu, and then by going to Worlds, and then going to My Worlds, and then going to the test world for Rosebud, and letting it boot up. And hopefully it'll be back. The world editing tools and all the other tools. There they are. So the world editor is down here on the right, the host tools are there, and the main menu tools are over there. Alright, so now if you're on the keyboard on the PC like I am using a mouse, hit the F key to teleport, and now I've got to edit these and make them much bigger because they ain't in the right position. Oops. And I just find positioning stuff in AltSpace to be really kludgy. You have to sort of find where you want it to be and look at that area. So I'm like looking where I want it now. Right click, go to World Editor, go to Edit Mode, lock all, find the ones that you want to manipulate individually. In my case is going to be draw down 5. Unlock that one and grab it. Hold the left key down and move this over. This is the thing that disappears, it's so annoying. Hold it with the left key and size it with the scroll wheel to get it to the size you want it to be. And then lock it. If you turn on rotation lock to start, you're in much better shape. Come over to where you want to do the next one. But I'm trying to be by the lake here, based on the Google map. And find drawdown 6. I can find drawdown 6. And it's not there. Maybe it's still known as theater. Maybe I didn't. Yeah, it's theater screen. I didn't label it stupidly. So let's figure out which one this is. Oops. One of these is it, not that one there. So whichever theater screen, that's this one here is the theater screen. I think that that's number 8. I can see that it's 8 by zooming in over here, yeah, that's solution number 8 that I got there. So name it drawdown 8. I'll move that over out of the way. And the other theater screen here, unlock this. Unlock this one. Which one is that? That's this one here, is number 7. And they're alphabetized when you come back in and out. So that's the only good thing, I suppose, that you can find them by the alphabet, but not perfect. And now theater screen here is going to be, if I relock that, this is going to be drawdown 6. And whoa, easy, baby. It's okay. Oh, we got a baby that needs to be fed, I think. He's waking up. Here, let me. There you go. Good night. Alrighty. Okay, very good. Alright, so drawdown 6. We'll move over to where we want to see the screen. Try to position our avatar looking where he wants to look. Right click, move this over, and drag that solution. Oops, not that one. It's locked. This is the one. Oops, this is the one that's not locked. Drawdown 6. There we go. Grab it and move. Now, because it's rotation lock, it's not going to be along our view. So this is where you turn rotation lock off. Grab it. It turns into a dot. And now it's going to stay with your viewpoint. And if you think you have it at the right rotation, and I never seem to, then right click, click on rotation lock. Now you can left click and use your scroll wheel to make it bigger. And then you can march it into place. And when you think you got it at the right place, then you can scale it up. Now, of course, it would be nice if these were all the same scale, and that's not that difficult to do, because there is once we find a scale that we like, there is a way to determine what their scale is. So these are looking all yicky in terms of one of their axes of rotation, but let's say that we start with drawdown number 1, and that's going to be the scale that all of them should be. So, oops, didn't want to do that. So go into World Editor and find your drawdown number 1. Find that slide, which is drawdown screen 1. I should have used uniform names. So maybe for them to alphabetize better, I just picked them all, just the number. But notice that the scale is 0.43. And maybe what we should do for all of them is make them 0.5 and call it a day. It'll be a little bigger, and then if we raise it up on the ground, then we have something that's uniform for all of them. So let's lock that one. Let's open up number 2 and make it 0.5s. Okay. So it's the same size. The other thing is we want them to be in the same relative position to the ground. So if I determine that the ground, you can see it going in here, and maybe we can find a rotation in the local that actually works. So if drawdown 2 is leaning and we don't want it to lean, it's probably negative 2.1 is so close to 0 that the z should be definitely at 0. 5 is so close to 0. So it should be the X and the Z in this case that are uniform, and then we'll have the Y tilting it, changing. So that becomes its position. This one here, drawdown 1. Once again, we'll take a rotation value of 0 here and 0 here, and confirm it. And I've got like rotation lock, so I don't hopefully inadvertently mess with that. So now I'm going to come over here and find my third screen. I'm going to do this for each of the screens to make them uniform. Right click. Number 3, drawdown screen 3 is going to be just drawdown 3 now. And it's going to be 0.5, and again, rotation. Now this could get funky, let's see. It's in the wrong position now. So let's look at number 2 or number 1. The position is a Y of 1.1 on that one. Let's see if we make it 1 so it just stays out of the ground a little bit. And do that for drawdown 2, which should be called drawdown 2. The more uniform you are, the easier things will be. So let's make this Y a Y of 1. That's fine. Everything else looks fine. Alright, now drawdown 3. We'll do the same thing. We'll make the Y 1. And everything else is good. And then we get some uniformity in here, except for that rotation around the lake, which is going to be a whole nother procedure. But at least we won't have these weird rotations that we're seeing. So rotation, drawdown number 4. There's 4. Drawdown 4. I might as well keep... I eventually want to put all the names in when I look for it. So I'll keep that plant diet there. Make the scale 0.5. Change this rotation to 0. Change this to 1. And confirm. And the same, now I can move it over a little bit. Unlock it and just move it slightly over there. Alright. Unlock it. Number 5. Same deal. Y of 1, rotation here. Now this is where it gets really weird. So that's 0 and that's 0, and the scale is 0.5. I don't know what axis I'm using, local or non-local. So like, what is that? So, and why does it look so darn big? How is that possible? It's the same size image, I would think. But it says 0.5. Rotation is locked. If I move it in local X, it's that way. If I move it in local Y, it's that way. If I move it in local Z, it's that way until it touches. Then I could move it in local X. So you can play around with it like this until you've got things better aligned. Only in the tropics. No, they're just saying drawdown solutions are ranked on the number of gigatons of carbon that would be removed, and they're ranked according to highest amount versus lowest amount, so the prioritization. So investing in tropical forests is a better way of drawing down carbon than, say, temperate forests. Educating girls is a better thing. It gives you more bang for the buck, more carbon drawn down than the solution that follows it, like solar. Now, boys doesn't have as big an impact. So they've done these calculations based on some of these ideas. All right, drawdown 6, educating girls. we can, again, whoa, see how it rotated because I didn't have the rotation lock on. And here's where I don't want it on because I want it to go around the lake. So I want to position my avatar so that it's looking at the poster. And probably I shouldn't be flying when I do this. I should be just walking. So for that, I hit escape again, and I go to settings and input, and it says flight can't be something, right? So it's not even letting me do that. So number 6, so we get that's the orientation is okay. Now lock the orientation and move it in local X, which would be that way. Move it in local Z, which would be that way. I got to make sure that the size is right, so click on it here, go to 0.5, which is what we've decided. Make a rotation X0 and Z0, and say confirm. And now in local Z, and you can move it a bit in local X. They collide with another, it seems. And then local Z. Can't really get it to go back for some reason. Maybe if I move it more in local X, then I will be able to move it in local Z. Oh, it's just not even, it's just, there we go. Whoa, no, it's not really letting me. Well, in that case, you walk forward with it and place it as if you were holding on to it, using the WASD keys. One of the weird quirks of this, which I'm not entirely dissatisfied with, the idea that you're in the world building, but it gets a bit strange sometimes. All right, now local 7. So we're sort of creating a poster session is what we're doing. Local drawdown 7. So again, I don't even know how to use the offsets, but let's go to... Yes, I will, right as soon as I do number 7 and 8, which I'm about to do. Rotation is 0, Z rotation 0, and now confirm it, and it gets big. Now, make sure that 7 is editable, grab it, and walk it into position, but notice that because I have rotation locked, it's not going to track my motion. So now I turn off rotation lock, and now when I grab, there it is. So now when I grab it and start to walk with it, although it's locked to this, turn on none, now I can walk with it. So walk over with it and turn around, and then you can place it. Then go to make sure that your Y value is set back to 1, and that your rotation here is set to 0 and here is set to 0, and confirm. That's number 7. Lock it, and let's find number 8. Stacy Shellnut made the posters. So there's number 8 that we have to find, and I have to go looking for it. There it is. It's way over here. So I don't have rotation lock on, so I can just grab this and go sweeping over the landscape. Although it looks like I'm in the lake. I am in the lake, and I don't want to be in the lake. So I'm going to actually have to move the others. Yikes. Well, let's take number 8, and let's make it that uniform 0.5 scale, and X value, oh no, position, I shouldn't have done that. Can I escape that? Yes. Cancel. Let's try it again. 0.5, rotation of 0 on X and Z, and confirm it. And then lock it. Now, because of the way that the lake is, Gee. Yeah, I wanted to stay by the edge of the lake, so I guess what I'm going to have to do is come over here, looking at drawdown 5, find drawdown 5 again, unlock it, and turn off rotation lock, and then it looks me in the face because that's the way I'm facing along the lake, and I have to change my world. Whoa. So there's 5 on the lake. Lock it for now, have to tweak it. Number 6, come in. 6, unlock it, come here. There we go. And try to, it's such a pain.
So are you gonna just make them random?
No, I'm trying to make a,
Are you making a frame?
I'm trying to make it around the lake.
Oh, around the lake?
Yeah.
And what is the triangle around the lake?
Nothing, it's, the idea here is that you don't want to, do a slideshow where people stand still and the slides change. You want
I want to make it like as it's a fence for a big garden or something.
Oh yeah, you can do that too. Right now I just decided to do a lake walk. That's my idea for now. No, you can do anything you want to. It's just an idea I had for, but I'm really having trouble getting it to. You have to sort of plant it, left click, right click off of it, find your position, because it's like you're in the world planting it. I got to get this number 8 out of the way.
So as soon as you put it in a place when you're happy about it, you mark it?
Yeah. So see, I'm trying to move number 8 out of the way. I got to go back to number 7, unlock it, and then find my position that I want to see it. It's blocking me. But find the position around the lake, and then click on it so that it's in the right rotation. And then lock it. And now I got to do the same thing for number 8. But you have to find the position you want. And then, whoops, lock it, find the other one. Take off rotation lock. Place it. All right. So I'm beginning to get a walk. And what I was trying to show is that then you can teleport, you can bring people onto the property and say, let's discuss this. Let's discuss refrigeration, for example. All right, now let's discuss. And you walk. It's like you're leading a walking tour through a poster session. And each person is walking with you and you're having a conversation. Still the rotations are messed up, but at least we have a walking slideshow. And I can eventually populate these slides. For example, with food waste, it's really easy because there's already some solutions that AltSpace has given us that other people have created that suggest food waste. So right here, instead of just having a slideshow, I can go into the world editor. I can go into kits. No, not these kits, featured kits. I can go into featured kits and get out of edit mode. Go to kits and then find city environment maybe. Let's see what's in there. One of them has garbage bags, so that's what I'm going to look for. Flowers, grass, roads, trees, water's edge. Okay, so that's not it. Let me go back to a different environment. City build, maybe? Or city props. Probably city props. Let's see what city props has. Billboards, cardboard boxes, popcorn, hamburgers, clothesline, traffic light, paper, meter, pipe, garden boxes. Well, I can certainly put those under plant-rich diet. Take a planter and bring that down, and might as well drop it in while we've got it. It's such a pain to find. Scale that up a bit so we can have a planter sitting here in front of that. Right. Let's see. Power box. Shop interior. Roof air conditioning. Ah, well, there's one to bring in. But I want to do that later. That'll be for the air conditioning one. So do we have a garbage bag? Yes, trash bag. Alright, so I can go over here and say, yeah, I want to put in a trash bag, bring it down, trash bag, different size trash bags are leaning there. I can do a trash bag, put it in there. I can do a trash bin, maybe size it up a little bit by left clicking and using the scroll wheel. That's probably all I need for the demonstration for that for now. And once you put them in, lock all. There. So now when people approach the poster, what's this? There's actual objects that can be subject to discussion, which you can't do in a normal classroom. I think it's absolutely brilliant that there's this ability to put in 3D assets. It's just it doesn't have enough of them. Like with refrigeration, I can come in and I can find the air conditioning system. Doesn't seem like they have a refrigerator, unfortunately. Shop interior security. There's roof air con. So, yeah, put in an air conditioning system that people can recognize. Let's position lock this in Y so I can just go down. Let me move it back in. Oops. Move it back in local Y. Move it in Z. Oh, come on. Ah.
There's no reason to wait.
No, they don't have a refrigerator, unfortunately. Now I gotta rotate this. And that's the thing, is rotating it is a big pain. I never will understand rotating. No matter what I do, the rotation is really weird. So the best you can do, since this is called roof air con, I guess I can go into here and do my rotation about the y-axis, and let me see if I make it 180. Let's see what it looks like. So wouldn't it be nice if there was an easy way to rotate this? Right now this is kind of floating in midair. Might as well bring the other one in, because some people might not recognize that one. So we have roof air conditioners as objects. And this is sort of like what we do with Zapper too, when we use augmented reality and we place 3D objects floating in front of a screen so people can walk around and go, oh, what is that? Oh, that's an air conditioning system. If AltSpace was better, it would have a way to search for props by name, but it doesn't. and there's no air conditioners. There are vents. We can look for a different environment. City buildings has apartments. I don't believe this has any refrigerators. It's just buildings. There's a water tower. And city environment. And there's fire and vehicles and flowers and animals. There's nature, plants, holiday. What's in holiday birthday party? Balloons. We don't need balloons. We don't need a cake. That's all there is in that kit. You can make your own kits in Unity, but if you don't have them, then there's not much you can do. Lights, gems, nature effects, pipes and logs, nature trees, pirates, lots of pirates, a lot of pirate stuff, prototype, samurai props, sci-fi environments, find refrigerators in that, space props, space vehicles, town buildings, town props. There's an air vent. Oh, that's a good one, because that looks like an air conditioner. It has to be rotated around, and since it's facing that way, then that air vent, probably all I need to do is change the Y and the rotation. There we go. Oh, and it went back again. It's facing outside the wall. It implies that you would be doing it from putting it out your window. So let me lock that. See what else they have. Art, bath rug, bath sink. Now we're getting somewhere. Beds, books, bird bath, books, cabinets, candles, ceiling. Anything under R for refrigeration? Counter, deck chair, dresser. Ah, there was a fridge. Fridge. Right, so we got a fridge. Nice fun, still facing the wrong direction. I guess with this, the way to do it, because it goes, I don't know why it goes in that way. Where is it? Yeah, it's facing that way. So now if I try to rotate it, it'll rotate the other way. I have no idea how these things get set up the way they do. Whoever created it, it's on them. But once you have the fridge the way you want it, go in and make sure that your other rotations, like the Y is what we're into, make sure that they're 0, the X and the Z. And the scale can be whatever you want it to be. I'm going to try 0.5 for almost everything now. Position is okay for now. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I did. But now I wanted a better rotation. Okay, so now refrigeration solution has refrigerators in front of it, which is kind of cool. So you can talk about all of that. You can build it out as elaborately as you have time for, but windmill, so I do have a windmill here, and I put it in my own kit. I got it off of 3D Warehouse. So when you look in mine, I have my own kit, biodigesters, and then a USF kit, Rosebud assets. And one of my Rosebud assets I thought was a windmill. So what did I say? Rosebud testing, dance floor, greenhouse, plane test, buildings. Where's my? I could have sworn I had Patel assets. No. Solar hot water systems I made. Patel landscape. What else did I have? USF kit, landscape. I thought I had a windmill, but apparently oh yeah, I do. It's called biodigesters. What a stupid name for a windmill. All right, duh, buddy. Yeah, and then named it the wrong thing. I don't know. It was I was playing around. So now I can take this windmill and put it here. Unlock its rotation. Click it and use the scroll wheel. And once again, you gotta. Oh, I got it from 3D Warehouse and I just put it in the game in Unity. So now this is a mess in terms of rotation. That's to let you know it's editable. If it wasn't there, I'm going to change this. This is no longer called Biotic. This is called Windmill. No, it's 3-dimensional. The white rectangle tells you that's the object that you're doing. So now that I have that, I just I lock it, and the box goes away. So yeah, you're kind of like populating all of these things. Tropical forest, I guess the thing to put there would be a tropical forest would be under plants. So we go out of my kits and into the featured kits and try to find that nature kit that somebody made. There's nature plants, palm trees, which seem pretty tropical. In fact, they're on there. So I'll put a palm in and click on it and make it bigger. Okay. Not you. You. Click on it and make it grow. As you can see, it's I don't know if it's on the ground in the right way. No, it's leaning. That palm is leaning. Where's the palm? There's the palm. So you've really got to go every time and change 0 and 0. Let's go to 0.5 here as well. Oops, not 5. That would be King Kong size tree. All right, there it is. And you can lock it, but you can still, when you're in edit, if you go to local Y, you still should be able to. Oh no, can't do anything. Oh, there's another. I spawned another tree. Can't seem to delete that unless I delete it like that. Take this palm and in local Y just raise it up. And maybe this one would look nice if it was put local Z. No, not local Z. Local X. Well, maybe we just want to take this one and walk it through. Ah, but it's collidable, so you can't walk it through. It does seem a tad big, doesn't it? So let's scale it down. And then let's move it in local Y. Move it down. And let's move it closer to the thing. Okay, and we'll just put in another tree here, so we have a little bit of a forest going on here. Can't all be palms, are they? They are. They're all palms. Who knew? Yeah. Right. But local plant it here, back up from it. Take this palm and lock it. Take this palm and again rotation here and rotation here. Are set. Let's make it a little bit bigger. Walk it there and make it grow. Alright, and lock it. Turn and lock. On up into here. Let's close this up. Educating girls, I don't know what to put in there yet. Family planning, I don't know what to put in there yet. Solar farms, I do have in my kit. I made a solar panel, and it's in mine, and it's in kits under Patel assets, I think. Yes, solar panel. There's a solar panel. So I can take that solar panel and bring it down and change that rotation and that one, which is fine. Rotate about the y-axis. Really small, it looks like. So let me. Come on. My avatar can't find the panel. Where is the panel? I don't even see the panel. Where did it go? Have this guy back down to the ground. Is he stuck? Update artifact. Let me cancel that. Let me do it again. Oh, I've got two of them now. So where's the... No, I don't. No, alright. Try it again. Solar hot water panel. Position axis lock none. Rotating has no effect. The rotating lock is on. Now take it. Rotating still doesn't do any good. So I would have to take it and rotate it here at 0, 0, and rotate this. If that's 90 degrees roughly, I want to rotate it, maybe make it 180, maybe that's backwards. We will see. I do want to make this about 0.3. There we go. And so there's no texture on this, unfortunately. So it's not great looking, but I think the idea then is coming to life now. Now, Nas, you asked, how do I add another slide, right? So here's what you do. You go and you position yourself wherever you want to put your new slides. I'm going to put it looking at the lake, on the edge of the lake, there. You go to World Editor. You go to Basics. Nope, not Basics. Scratch that. You go to Kits, and you go to Event Tools. And you go to Theater Screen. And the theater screen appears. You take the theater screen and you place it where you want it. You click on it and use the scroll wheel to get it roughly to the size you want. We do know what the actual size is. I have to go to theater screen now, where it showed up. Theater screen, there it is. Change the type, the name to draw down 9. Make the rotation here 0. Make the I want them to be the same size. Yeah, it's all 0.5. Alright, so I have that in the right position. I thought I'd renamed it. That's weird. Why didn't it rename? Oh, lovely. It's way up there. It won't let me do anything with it. Ah! What a pain. Close that. Go back to edit mode. Grab it and bring it down. Pain in the butt. It didn't catch. And it won't let me edit. Nope. It's somehow some bug. Some bug. Where's my theater screen? Drawdown. Oh, that is drawdown 9. It did name. So it wouldn't let me edit it because it wasn't anything to edit. Drawdown 9. Alright, rotation was supposed to be 0 here and 0 here. Scale was supposed to be 0.5. We're supposed to confirm it. And there it is. Doesn't look like it's the same size. For some really weird reason. And it won't let me edit it at all again. Alright, anyway, to put a screen on it, now that I've put it there, maybe later on it'll let me edit it. Get out of edit mode. Go into edit mode. No, doesn't let me do it. Close this. Try it again. Try it again. One of the most maddening things is how often this thing just crashes or gets weird. Name is correct. Scale is still incorrect. Those are correct. Confirm it. Now it's huge. And in the wrong position. Drawdown 9. You're locked. You're not locked, but you won't let me edit you. No, you're stupid. Wow. It's acting like it's now edit mode. Alright. Move it. I like to move it, move it. There we go. It's in place. Lock it. Now, to put the image on it, I have to leave AltSpace and go to leave AltSpace and go to the AltSpace website to photos and to upload. But I don't have anything to upload yet because I need to get number 9 from Stacy Shelnutt's PDF. So I find drawdown 9. I click on snipping tool. If she had sent me a whole folder filled with JPEGs or PNGs, I could have just used those and saved the step of snipping. But she sent it as a PDF, so I have to individually take each of those drawdown 9, take each of those images. Silva pasture. And while we're here, we might as well get number 10. What? Silva means forest in Spanish. Save as number drawdown 10 roof solar, and then drawdown 11 regenerative agriculture. You can see if the students are doing this, they do all the learning. Regenerative agriculture. Ag. Let's continue and do temperate forests. Let's get a bunch of them in. Eventually we'll have to get them all in. Temperate forests. Alright, and then go in and upload those solutions. So we had number 9. Can't do them all at once. It's one at a time, unfortunately. create photo, go back to upload, choose file, do number 10, open, create photo, upload again, choose file, number, did I do 11? Oh, did not, right?
I have that. Wait,
Number 11, and then upload number 12. The lag? Yeah, the lag is annoying. Well, you might put on headphones, I guess. Alright, so now I've got those 4 into my photos, and you can see them in my photos. So this is my bank of photos. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So now I go back into the game, click on this, and I pick number 9. And it comes up. Now I could, while I'm taking students around, I could stop here and I could just throw up number 10 on that same screen. I could throw up number 11 on the same screen, but then I'd always have to be there to lead the tour. For it to be a self-guided tour, I need it to be static. So the next thing is to create another screen. Actually, another 3 screens. So I position myself where I want to look at the screen. I go to World Editor. I go to Kits. I go to Event Tools. I go to Screen again. I position the screen. I come to that theater screen and go to the widget and change it to draw down 10. I scale it to 0.5 so it's a uniform scale, and I change the rotations here and here, and then confirm, and nothing happened. And it won't let me edit it, and it's a pain in the butt. So I close it again and I open it, and probably the first thing is that the name changed. So I have to go and find it as drawdown 10, if it shows up at all. There it is, drawdown 10. Now go back and do that thing at the scale. Stranger than fiction. Alright. And nothing happened. So what a pain. So I'm going to click on it and make it grow by hand and try to eyeball it. And then I'm going to lock it and say, yeah, I'm kind of sick of it. Except it's way up there, so yick. So now I got to come in and no. I don't want to do you yet. Why is it doing what it's doing? Draw down 10, where are you? Unlock, grab it. No, shut up. You're supposed to let me edit. Go into edit mode, lock everything, unlock, draw 10, bring it down. There we go. And is it now going to let me edit? No, it doesn't let me edit because it's being stupid. Is that because that button was on? I never know. But no, it's not because of that. I'm going to lock it then. Yay, hooray. Goodbye to edit mode. Click on it and find number 10 and cast that on it. And now we got to do it one more time. So in us, let's see. Oh, yick, look at that. What a pain in the ass. Okay, once again, draw down 10. What's your problem? Draw down 10, come in, draw down 10. Where are you? Draw down 9. I don't see a draw down 10. There's draw down 10. Alright. The rotation's supposed to be 0 here and 0 here. And scale was supposed to be 0.5. Now it is. For some reason, now it decides to work. Move this thing over. Grab my... Oh, no, not again. No, it's acting like it's not in edit mode. Is it not in edit mode? Figure that out. I gotta move this thing, but I can't get at this thing because now it's gotten all frozen on me. Oh, you pain, glorious pain in the butt. And we keep getting to that. Alright, what if I close the world? Oh, it won't even let me close the world editor because the world editor is stuck. See the pain that you get with this. Can't turn around, I can't grab it, I can't. All I did is get a bunch of weirdness. Yep, frozen again. Frozen, frozen, frozen. Maybe I can scale this. No, can't scale it, can't scale it. Doing that, doing that, doing that. Local X, none, lock all. But it doesn't let me scale that. And now it's way off the screen and I can't find it. It's sort of over there, but you can't really see it. It'll drive you crazy. I'm telling you, when that happens, when you lose that, maybe in VR this doesn't happen. I have to check that. But it means I got to go to escape, and I'm just gonna try and see if fly does anything. Does fly let me go way up in the sky? I'm flying, but no, I can't. Can't find my editor. My editor's gone. Dag nabbit. So exit AltSpace. And try again. Meanwhile, while you're editing, what is this weird thing? One instance can only. Why what? Oh, did you not see anything?
No.
That whole time?
Yeah, it's only like the images that you have.
Oh, you should have told me because I didn't go back into OBS Studio and I didn't change it.
I was just waiting.
No, no, you should have said something. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Because it should have been.
I'm waiting to see it. I wasn't sure.
All right, I'll show you how then. I'll do it again. Sorry about that. Actually, it was on. I don't know why it's not on. It was on.
I can see. It just the group of pictures I have.
Just stayed on those pictures? It wasn't supposed to do that. Like now, no. Oh, I see. It didn't transition. Right now you see, right?
Have to wait up 15 minutes. Yeah.
All right.
No.
Moving on to worlds. Go back to my worlds. Go into Rosebud.
So now you're trying it? I like that. I like when you go to see what you did.
Yeah.
I like when you go try it, like because be in the world.
Right. So now I'm in the world. And I was having trouble with this one, wasn't I? So go to World Editor. Find Drawdown 10. Go to Edit. Edit mode. Come here on the lake. Alright. It's not perfect, but when we put in another one, because Inasi didn't get to see me put in the other ones.
You put until number 11, right? Yeah.
12. So I'm going to go to World Editor. Actually, I do want to take I do want to fix the rotation on this because it's stupid. I'll put rotation lock on so I don't accidentally mess with it. But then I'm going to go to drawdown 10. I know, I haven't put it in yet. I'm going to change this rotation to 0 and this rotation to 0. And then it's straight up and down. And then I'm going to lock it. And then I'm going to leave edit mode. But I do want to go back in because now I want to put in under kits. I want to put in event tools. I have to put in another screen. And while I'm here, I'll put in another screen. And then I will go and find those theater screens and change their names. There it is. This theater screen here. This one is going to be called Drawdown 11. And I'm going to change that orientation and scale it. Hope it sticks. Didn't work. I'm trying to. It's not easy. So that one was Drawdown 11, and the other one is that one there. And it won't let me in. So I've got to get out of this. Come back in. Drawdown 11 is there. So drawdown 11 can be moved. And drawdown 11 should be able to be edited at 0.5. But it didn't do it because it's being messed upable. So let me do it by hand for a bit and move it into place by hand. Since it's collidable, it should work now. It's still not big enough. Alright, and now I need to go to theater and change that to 12. Theater screen. It won't let me. It won't let me. Will it let me now? No. If I go here now, will it let me? No, it won't let me do anything. Close it. That screen is the one I want to edit. Where is theater screen? It is the worst interface I've ever encountered in my life. It's so counterintuitive. No, not theater. This is draw down 12. Now, didn't do anything. Stupid thing. But if I move my avatar over to the lake, it's like, I mean, it just doesn't let you change views. This is why Unity is so much better. Like, I don't even know where, look at that screen, look at how tiny it is. Like, I should be able to just immediately toggle to an orthogonal view from above and not have to fly to try to find a place to put this. And now, I almost lost my screen here, which is where that big tragedy comes. Drawdown number 12 is supposed to be there somewhere.
It's like you're outlining a week.
Yeah.
And you're going to have 17, how many now?
There's 100.
Yeah, 100?
Yeah. Drawdown 12 is way over here in the T's. And it won't go because you have to restart the world editor. And maybe now it caught up with itself. But then again, maybe not. There it is. Drawdown 12. Why not? I don't want to see the lake.
What?
I don't necessarily want to see the lake. The lake you'll see from the other side, from number 1. But now, will the scale work? Finally? Please? It seems it did. Kind of, maybe. Yeah, it did. But it's like really weirdly messed up in place. Drawdown 12, unlock. Move it over. What about drawdown 11? Drawdown 11 doesn't let me edit it. Anyway, once you've done that, you click on your screen and it calls up, oh shoot, this is bad. Alright, forget that. Where's drawdown? Lock all. Drawdown 11, unlock. You, drawdown 11, want to move you. It's not letting you move you, why? There it is, okay, take that one. Are you going to let me in to edit this time, or are you going to keep me on? Now you do let me in, good for you, it's supposed to be 0.5. And that worked, alright, so sometimes it works, and sometimes it doesn't. Now this guy here, needs to be rotated just a bit. Once we position it, and then undo rotation lock, and then move it down in local Y until it hits the ground, and then you say, oh, I see, you're not where you're supposed to be at all. You're supposed to be back here by the shore. But it can't bring you back by the shore unless I actually fly there. And then I gotta move you up in local Y. And then I gotta move you over in local X. And then I gotta turn you like this, move you around, and then change your angle. And then move you in local X again, and then move you in local Z. Until you almost collide. If somebody knows an easier way to do this, I'm all ears. So okay, bingo. So now click on this and select the image you want. Click on this and select the image you want. And we're beginning to get somewhere. Regenerative agriculture, rooftop solar, temperate forest. So I think you're getting the idea. This is getting tiresome for me now. But the idea for the 21st century that Laurel, who's the teacher from AltSpaceVR Educators, major guru who did the wonderful ice cave, she said to me, you don't want to have a screen and show a slideshow. What you want is something much more haptic and much more kinesthetic. That you take a group and you go, okay, we're going to discuss refrigeration, but people can be milling about looking at refrigerators and air conditioners while you discuss it. And then instead of advancing the slide, you simply beam yourself. Oh, I beamed myself in the wrong place. You simply beam yourself. Yeah, if I could learn, it's much easier in VR than on the PC. But you beam yourself right to the next solution, and then you sort of take a tour and you go, okay, and then you discuss that. You held your class around here. Huh? No, I know. I'd have to fix that. That's something I'd have to. I mean, if you're offended by that. I know. So what I'd have to do is I have to find the refrigerator, or whatever this is called. I don't remember the name of it. I should write these things down in a notebook because you can't click on it and get the name. It's Roof Aircon. So maybe I should change the name so it doesn't have the name roof in it, and I should just call it Aircon 1. That's what I should do. Because if I do that, oh, and I can't even confirm that, then I can find it easier. And then roof aircon 2 should be just aircon 2. Or you'll never remember these things. You'll just spend hours looking through all of your object lists. So it doesn't show yet, but it doesn't show yet because I have to close this and reopen the world editor. And then it'll be aircon is right up there alphabetically, along with air vent. So then I would take it and open it up and take it and do the local Y and move it down until it touches the ground. And I can't do an undo on this stupid thing. Ugh. So air vent, I gotta come in here and make the Y 180 degrees from that, which is what? That's 180 from 125. Oh, fine, what is it, like 360? It's near 360. Yeah, kind of like that. And I better set the others to be 0 values. Like that. Now it's on the ground, I believe. I can now do rotation lock, now move it down and see, okay, yeah, it's sitting on the ground. And if it's too small, I can size it up a little bit. And lock it, and then do the same damn thing for the others. Put them on the ground. One of them is aircon 1, and that one there. And go to the local Y and move it down and scale it up. And lock it and do aircon 2 the same way. Move it down to the ground and left click and use the scroll wheel to scale it up. And then you have it, and then lock it. Alright. And I can turn off fly mode, although fly mode is fun. Settings, input, oh, it says I can't turn flight off, okay? So you can't turn flight off, you can't turn off. Anyway, now they're on the ground. Okay? That help? Now there's supposed to be a campfire. This is the chicken coop. I'm going to put an object for the chicken coop. It's not going to be a chicken coop at all. I'm going to just put a geometry for the time being. Unless they have a chicken coop, but I don't think they do. So when you go to basics, not basics, when you go to kits, there is geometrics, and I can take a cube and put that cube on the ground here. No, this is Rosebud. Because everything is blocks right now. How do I, oh, I don't want to lose that. If I lose this, I'm screwed. Rotation lock, move it, and none. And there it is. Move this cube over here. That cube is going to be called chicken coop cube. And I'll change its color to a brownish thing. And I'll put its position here at 1. And its scale. But it's a cube. It's not going to ever be a rectangle. So it's a pain. Oh, it's too small. Anyway, it's just a marker for right now. And wouldn't it be nice if I could just Control C and copy it? So now it's just a place marker. There is the fire pit is over here, and I put the fire in the wrong location. So what I'll do for that is I'll go to World Editor, and I'll try to find fire if I have it. It's labeled fire. I hope I was smart enough to change the name. There's fire. Okay, I'll unlock fire, and I wish it would let you like find the location and then enter it. Like I don't know what this location is on the Google map. Because if you could just click on it and know what the location was, then you could move the thing over. So what I can do this is the sort of intermediary step, is I can go over here to where the fire pit is, and I can take in kits, I can take a geometric and place that geometric, like this cube, I can place it on the ground where I want it to go. And move it down in local Y until it touches the ground, sort of at the center of the fire pit area. So I know that that's just a placeholder, which I'm going to get rid of, so I'm just going to leave it called cube. Because then I can look at that cube and see that it's at 5.6, roughly 0, and negative 5.6 in the landscape. So knowing that, I can now go to fire, which I have somewhere else on the landscape, and tell it that I want it to be at position 5.6 and negative 5.6 at roughly 0 on the ground. And then the fire appears right there where the cube is. So now that I've done that, I can now get rid of that cube because it's no longer necessary. It just gave me the location that I wanted. And so now I have a fire. Now the fire is a bit low in the ground. So let me go to the fire. To the fire, and raise it up to 1. There we go. And so there's a fire burning, but there's nothing underneath it burning yet. So you'd have to put logs and stuff on there. I don't know whether, when it says campfire, what it has here. It has a bush, it has a bucket, cabin, a cliff, a fence, mountains, tree, rock ring. That's what we want. We want a rock ring. And we'll take that rock ring and put it down on the ground in local Y. And that rock ring is going to be under rock ring, and again I want it to be 5.6 and negative 5.6, and I'll scale it up to 1, see what that does. It's darn big, way too big, so that wasn't good. Scale it down to 0.5, it's a little better. And the fire, lock that. Fire needs to be moved down for sure. Unlock the fire, and in local Y, bring the fire down into the fire pit on the floor. And unlock it. And then I do have smoke in here that I put in. So let me find my smoke. There it is, smoke effect. So again, 5.6, negative 5.6, and confirm. So there's the smoke. The only thing is that the rocks, I don't like. The rocks aren't a good color. Does it have a color? This is called rock ring. Or I'm going to call it campfire rocks. That's what I'll call that. But it doesn't seem to have any color value that you can change. So no, nothing there. So there, anyway, now people can go by the fire. But you can start to see what we're creating here. Around the lake we have our walk, our lake walk. We can go around the entire lake with all 100 solutions. I have campfire in the right place. There it is, actually on Rosebud. Chicken coop is just represented by a cube for now. I have a door and a window that need to be replaced. I have a dog. I've got some trash cans. All stuff that I have to fix. The dumpster's in the wrong place right now. The deer are in the wrong place. I got some cars. the classroom is in the right place. It's just a block right now. There's a crocodile. But the classroom does have a website on it, and you can take a lesson and you can tell people all about it. So you can do lessons. So that's nice. Projects. So all of that works. So the class is a class. The bishop's house is not a house yet. That's the website.
You put the website?
Yeah, on the classroom.
How come you put the website?
You can. You do. Well, that I'll show you how you do that because I'll put another one on the other side of the classroom if my avatar can get out of here. Oh, come on.
You mean you put it on the wall?
Yeah, because I don't have anything on the inside of the wall. So if I want to put a website on this wall, then I go to World Editor, I go to Basics, and I go to Browser. I put the URL. So solarcities.solutions. I take it and I put it here. I scale it by left clicking on it and using the scroll wheel. I go to move it in local X. In terms of rotation, this should be actually, this is a web browser, so there it is, SolarCity Solutions. I go here, and once again in my rotation, I need 0 there, and confirm it, and I can continue to scale it up if I want to, and move it up in local Y a little bit, so it's on that wall. So yeah, I can, oops, and it's not actually placed properly, so I need to grab it, and, darn it, none. And I need to walk it over to the wall until it's on the wall. And now I need to scale it up. All right. So there's the game, and yeah, you can come in here and, oops, now this thing is, there it goes. So, meet our people. I can get out of here. Sometimes I get stuck, and I don't know why. Like, what is it that makes this thing? Am I still in edit? No, I'm not in edit. There we go. So now I can move about.
And then up to date, like
Pretty much.
really updated, like if you put it, can you edit?
Oh yeah, this is the website. You can put any website I want to. I can put my YouTube channel on the other side.
And like if you add something else new later, update that.
Yeah, sure. Now for some reason I'm stuck. I can't get over that. There's some kind of hump or something I can't get over. Probably because the grass is there and my avatar is stuck. I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to move this grass down. There's something weird between the world and... I go to grass. My grass has to be down, maybe negative. I don't know. Let me edit it. Can I edit the grass? Or which grass is it? Is it this grass I gotta edit? There we go. See, the grass will not let me walk because I didn't set the ground plane properly. So I keep colliding, my feet collide with it. So really I'm just gonna get rid of that grass and get rid of that grass. It's just not necessary for now. get out of edit. Now I should be able to walk, yeah. Grass was knocking into my knees because my knees are below the ground level of the map I put in. But my point was that I can come around to the back of the classroom and line things up, go to World Editor, go back to basics, put in a browser, and here I can put youtube.com and my channel. And then it comes up. Walk in until it's just appearing there. Yeah, we'll be done in 1 sec. Change my edit mode by going to YouTube here, which would be under browsers. Change the rotation again. I can get at it. There it goes. Stop editing. Exit. And now if I want to show my videos, even this one here, I can just click on them.
So chaya is an amazing plant.
They will play.
It's the spinach tree, the Mexican spinach tree found in Central America and places like Guatemala.
So
and
for
these
classrooms,
stalks came
I think
from
the
just something I
consensus would be, although my knees are locked again.
broke off of our bigger chaya tree.
Something got weird. So let me go out of here and then we can close that. Let me see if my avatar can move again.
And just planted in the hugelkultur.
Okay. So I can take people around the world in the classroom and I can show them lessons and we can meet on the PC or on the HTC Vive or on the Oculus Quest. And it'll take a long time to make everything work, but it's a whole lot better than being unsafe in a classroom transmitting disease to one another, because we can visit the place and learn. So that's it for now. I hope this was helpful to any of you who could slog your way through it. We do have a drone now, so that's great fun. And we have the biodigesters, and we'll just keep putting in everything we can. And when you want to take a break, you can, of course, come up to the basketball hoop and grab a basketball. And I'm not sure how you shoot, but I wish I knew how you shoot. That's crazy. There it goes. I don't know what I just did. How did I do that? I grabbed the ball, and then what did I do? Not a left click, not a right click, not a left click, not a middle click. Oh, but both at the same time. Okay, so it's both with your mouse. You grab the basketball and you shoot, yay, like that. Okay, thanks a lot. We're going to populate this with trees a little later because we can. Oh, and there is teleporting to USF, which we can also do. Just go walking right onto that and then takes you to another world, which is being constructed right now, which is USF on Mars. Of course USF would be on Mars. Why wouldn't it? Bye-bye.